Hello and welcome back to LD Carlson. I'm Travis Sessions, part of the LD Carlson education team, and today we're going to be talking about the Brewer's Best 1-gallon beer kits and how the contents of one of these wee little boxes turns into beer. Today we're going to be looking at the Brewer's Best Kolsch, IPA, and Imperial Stout 1-gallon kits. While these are wildly different types of beer, you'll find that they all have a lot in common when it comes to their production. Upon opening any kit, you will always find documentation on its production. These instructions are a step-by-step process and will be uniform across any kit. We highly recommend you take time to familiarize yourself with the instructions before beginning to brew any particular kit. The top section will always have your specs and the ingredients used to produce that kit. The recommended procedures, always found in the left-hand column, are your step-by-step production notes to produce your beer. It will take you from brew day all the way through bottling day and finally to enjoying your new beverage. The brew day schedule will always be found in the bottom right-hand corner of the first page. This will give you a list of timings for when to add your hops or any adjuncts that are included in the kit. The second page is a continuation of the recommended procedures and the step-by-step instructions for your kit. Please take note of the bottom right-hand corner of this page. This is where you'll find your ABV calculator. You will use your hydrometer to calculate the original gravity on brew day, and then take the final gravity when fermentation is complete to be able to do the calculation for your final ABV. Should you have questions about your hydrometer, please check out our hydrometer reading video on the LD Carlson YouTube page for further instructions. The next item we'll find is a sugary-like substance known as dried malt extract. Historically, malted barley is steeped in hot water to convert the starches over to sugars, which the yeast will use in fermentation. This process is known as mashing. Mashing does require a great deal of skill as it is time and temperature sensitive. The sugary-like liquid that is produced from mashing is known as wort. Professional brewers produce Brewer's Best wort and condense it down into the dried malt extract. These extracts come in a wide array of colors and flavors and will vary depending on which style of beer is being produced in the kit. Some of the kits will come with crushed malt, which will be added to the grain bag and steeped very much like tea. This will add color and flavor to the final beer. And next up we have the hops. Hops are not only essential at balancing the sweetness of the malt with the natural bitterness of the hop, but they also act as a natural preservative. They will typically be added in 1 to 3 phases on your brew day schedule. The first phase, added in the beginning of the boil, is your bittering phase. The second phase, added towards the end of the boil, is your flavor phase. And the third phase, added just before flame out, is your aroma phase. The final item we'll find on any brew day schedule will be the yeast packet. While the yeast will be different and selected depending on the style of beer, its application is always the same. We will cool the wort to approximately 70 degrees and pitch our yeast. It is important to note with the Brewer's Best 1-gallon beer kits, we only want to pitch 1 teaspoon of yeast and do not use the entire packet. Lastly, we move on to bottling day. The priming sugar will add fermentable sugars so the yeast can consume this and produce CO2. This will carbonate your beer within the bottle. Instructions can be found on your procedures. As for the Brewer's Best crown caps, we always include extra to account for those that will get away from us during the capping process. Don't worry, it happens to even the most experienced capper. Lastly, we should touch on water, which is not included in the Brewer's Best ingredient kits. We highly recommend that you do not use tap water, as some of the chemicals added will help produce off flavors in your beer. On the same note, we do not recommend that you use well water due to the mineral content that it could possess, which would also aid in off flavors of your beer. Your Brewer's Best extract already contains minerals and salts added during the mashing process. Distilled water can suffice for this as it is a neutral water. However, spring water will work just fine too. It does have some mineral content, but it's not likely enough to produce off flavors in your beer. And that's it for the unboxing of a Brewer's Best 1-gallon beer kit. As you can see, it doesn't take a ton of materials to produce a fantastic tasting beer in your very own kitchen. Once you're ready, if you'd like to tackle a 5-gallon kit, check out the Brewer's Best lineup for a huge selection of styles not found in the 1-gallon format. That can be found at www.brewersbestkits.com, and you can also see the unboxing video in the link below. As always, please don't hesitate to click like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here at LD Carlson. Cheers.